You're listening to Force Majeure, an actual play Star Wars podcast. My name is Adam and I'm your host, and today's adventure will be brought to you after these words from our sponsors. Oh no!
Learning and play, we're making friends every day. It's Tiny Tikus.
I love my Roy, he's my best friend.
It's Tiny Tikus.
Hi everybody, it's Mikey. Hey. Yeah, I know. I'm not supposed to be sitting here, but here we are. Because we got up to 500 followers on Twitter, we decided.
Thank you.
We've decided to do a little bit of a bonus few episodes. That's right, few episodes. We'll see how far this goes. And we are doing what we've called Tiny Tikus Adventures. That's right, we're going back to Cinnabel, and we are going to see exactly what happened when Tikus was a wee nipper.
Wee baby Tikus.
A wee baby Tikus.
Wee baby Tikus.
So we're doing a little bit of a different sort of thing today. We're not doing the Force and Destiny rules because we're all playing 6-year-olds. We've got a set of bespoke one-page rules which will be going up on the website. So if you are interested in what we're talking about, go and have a look on there, and it's www.forcemajeurepod.com. We'll get into it. We've also got a couple of one new face and one you've heard of before, and I'll let them introduce themselves when we get around to it. But first, let's set the scene. Even for the Outer Rim, Cinnabel is remote. A backwater planet with a surprising amount of interstellar traffic for such a far-flung region of space. People come to Cinnabel with a hope of a better life. The azure blue sands, worn-down remnants of a long-forgotten civilization, is rumoured to hide treasures of the past. The inhabitants huddle together in scavenger cities, trawling through the discarded remnants of a long-dead society, looking for fortune and riches. One such city is Red Yes, a sprawling metropolis that never rests in case it misses the opportunity to sell you something. We pan across the city of squat white buildings, and we see something unusual. A larger building, made out of the remnants of a starship that will clearly never fly again. It's the middle of the day, the city is bustling, but Bar's bespoke blasters is closed. But not without activity. Sounds of laughter come from behind the shop as we make our way down the side of the arms dealer into a spacious backyard, which usually is a firing range. We see a child's birthday party in full swing. It seems we're a little late though. We've already missed the cake, presents have been unwrapped, and some children have already gone home. Players, you are all invited to Bar's party. I'm going to go around the table and ask a question. I want you to introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about your character, and then tell me how you know Bar and what you got him for his birthday. But first, I think we'll start with Bar. So, Tikus.
My name's Adam and I am playing Tikus Bar, a basilisk birthday boy.
Woo!
6 today.
My birthday has been absolutely amazing. My favourite bit was when the cake started flashing and Roy thought it was a bomb, so he shot it with his big gun and it went boom pop, and all of us were covered in wee bits of cake, and Mum and Dad were like, oh no, his targeting matrix has gone all peculiar, and then they had to poke him in the head with a wee jabby thing and he went beep beep boop. And then he had to put his guns away. But it was very funny, and all the children cried except me because they were stupid and don't know how big boom bangs are made. I know how big boom bangs are made. I've got a box of them.
Hi, my name's Mim, and I play Roy, the B1 battle droid, and the bodyguard or nanny, perhaps, to Tikus Bar, the young gentleman basilisk.
And what did you get Tikus for his birthday?
Me.
Oh.
I mean, I got a bit of my brain updated too.
Well, that's not quite happened yet. You've been sent away to go and do that, but we'll get to that in a moment.
Oh yeah.
Hi, I'm Lou. I'm playing Risic, a Trandoshan crybaby. Risic comes from a single-parent household. They're far away from home. There's only her and her mum. And it's scary. It's scary in the Outer Rim with no other Trandoshans. She doesn't know why Mum's here on her own. She's never known anywhere else. She came here when she was very, very young. But Mum is very overprotective and gets quite upset when, Risic goes and does things that maybe other little Trandoshans are supposed to do. But this planet, it's not designed for Trandoshans. She's got a lot of allergies. She tends to, get quite bunged up. And so she's got a lot of inhalers and creams because sometimes she gets scale rat. And then, she's got to put the cream on because otherwise she gets itchy and her scale fall off. And with her big orange bug eyes, and they get quite weepy.
What did you get Tikus for his birthday?
Oh, I got Tikus a catapult. I got him a catapult like mine, and that means we can have competition. I like Tikus, but sometimes Tikus doesn't really like me because I'm sometimes quite scared. But maybe we can have shooting competitions. Maybe Drenzo would like to join it, but he tends to get over competitive.
Speaking of Drenzo, Rob.
Hello, I'm Rob. You may remember me from such podcasts as none I've ever been on, because I've not been on any. I am playing Drenzo Ness. He is a Mandalorian. His concept is he's the littlest bounty hunter.
Tell us a bit about what Drenzo looks like.
As we know, he's basically human-shaped, about average size for a 6-year-old, and he will always be seen wearing his Mandalorian helmet that is honestly not just a bucket with a slit cut into it. It's just a bucket.
Thanks, everybody. Drenzo, what did you get Tikus for his birthday?
I got him a wrist-mounted dart launcher. So like Nerf dart thing.
Our parents like weapons.
Pretty cool.
Everyone's best parents like weapons. That's why my parents make weapons, because my parents are the best. They won't let me have nothing though. I wanted one of those things, where you pull it back and it goes and it can make bad people fall snoozy time. But they said I can't have that yet because I can't work out who's a good or bad person. So that's why I have Roy, because Roy knows who's a good or a bad person, and his bang bangs make bad people take a long nap in many parts.
Tikus.
I love my Roy. He's my best friend.
Roy's been missing for most of the party.
Oh no!
He went for his yearly upgrade about an hour ago, but that's far longer than it should take.
And as a wee toddler, I have no real concept of time anyway.
I know.
He's been gone far too long.
Far too long.
Far too long.
I'm not a toddler, I'm almost grown up.
Aye, but you walk like a wheatwash because of your tail.
I don't have a tail, I'm Trandoshan.
Maybe you should have a tail. Most lizards have a tail. I saw a lizard.
I'm not a lizard, I'm a Trandoshan.
You're like a very tall lizard. Where's your party hat? Oh, was it covered in cake?
It was a little bit covered in cake.
Yeah, it got everywhere. Roy used to sit down about that one. He ruined my cake. It's alright though.
It still tasted nice.
It did. Where is he? Where is wee Roy? We got to go find him. He could be having an adventure without us.
I don't think we should do that. I think wherever he is, he's where he's supposed to be.
Wherever any of us is where we're supposed to be at that moment.
It's not.
It is. What we need to do is find out where he's supposed to be like now, and then make sure that's where he is.
We could ask your mum.
Oh, we can't ask Mum. She'll say, "Go to bed. You've got
You got cake on you.
cake on you." And she'll send me to bed and make us all have to wash. I don't want to wash. I want to eat cake and find Roy.
Tikus, you imagine Roy's probably in your father's workshop.
Oh, he might be in Dad's workshop. That's where he builds all the droids. Should we go and see if we can find a droid, Roy?
I'm not supposed to leave the party.
Well, the party is at my house, and Dad's workshop is in my house. So if we go to the workshop, we're not leaving the party.
We move over to the workshop. Roy, Mr. Barr's workshop is a place of wonder. You were born here. It's where you met your best friend and learned how to be a better you every single year. It's your best friend's birthday today, so you're currently learning how to be the best friend of a 6-year-old. Of course, before you learned how to be the best friend of a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
It's time for an upgrade.
Yeah.
Mr. Barr has helped you into the recharging cubicle, and for the only time in the year has put a restraining bolt on you. Because you fidget. Don't you? You fidget.
Yeah, but no one likes going to the docks. I mean, you should have seen Bart when we had to take him to the dentist. We needed to restrain him, and we needed to put this weird oval thing in his mouth to make sure he didn't bite.
So, off comes your arm with the cake-destroying cannon, and on goes a new arm. I wonder what that does.
Geez, it seems a little heavy, Mr. Barr, so...
All Mr. Barr needs to do now is update your new protocols, and then you can go back to the party.
Yeah, this is kind of weird. This is kind of like, we learn in school about dreams. It's kind of strange, because all of a sudden I know things. I don't really remember knowing them. I just know that I know them now, and I didn't know them before, but now I do know them, and then it seems like I've always known them, so...
Oh, there's somebody at the door. There's definitely a buzz, but the shop is closed. Mr. Barr ignores it. They're buzzing again. They really want to come in. Mr. Barr ignores it and moves a few more files across. Your big upload hasn't quite got there yet.
Do you want me to get that?
Oh, Mr. Barr reassures you. He's just going to be a moment. He leaves. He'll be back any minute now. Roy? He's not come back yet.
Roy's quite happy to sit there, looking along, checks out his fingers. He'd be equivalent of swinging his feet back and forth in a casual way if he could do anything casually.
Well, you can't move. You're all restrained because you do fidget. You can hear raised voices from the next room.
Now, I gotta check here. Does this sound like, Daddy forgot to wipe his feet before he came home? Or, where's that cookie? I put a cookie down here. Where's the cookie? I know you took it. Don't tell me you didn't take it. I know it was you where took it.
It's more like the cookie one.
Look, I get one day off of you.
You can kind of listen in. It seems like there's a gentleman who's using lots of very complicated words. He's talking to Mr. Barr about a lot of money that he owes.
Is he being a poodoo mouth?
No. He's saying very, very polite words, but not in a very, very polite way.
I'm restrained. I'm just gonna sit there and listen.
Apparently, if he doesn't pay Bracker, you're not sure who Bracker is, if he doesn't pay Bracker soon, then something bad will happen.
I did not think we were going to be tackling with the hut this early.
Things have escalated.
Luckily, the hut's only 6 years old. He's just miffed they didn't get an invite.
You sit there. The argument goes on. It looks like they've gone into the office because you can't really hear them anymore. They've gone further away. Tikus and
Friends.
Chums.
that's the one.
Acquaintances.
Your dad's workshop is full of curiosities. It's a large room filled with, depending on who you ask, treasures or junk. There are crates filled with droid parts, unrepairable devices, miles and miles of cabling, and along three walls, but too high to reach, there are various blaster pistols.
Ooh, I'm not supposed to touch those.
They're great things. Some of them are very big and they go wah, and other ones are kind of small and they go pew, and some just go bang.
In the corner, there are a selection of speeder trikes in various state of repair, including yours.
Yeah, my one's the red one because everyone knows red ones go faster.
On the far wall, a huge map of Red Yes adorns it. In the centre of the room, there's a massive workbench, and next to it, in one of the 4 rechargeable cubicles, is Roy.
All right, yay! I'm gonna go and wake him up now.
Tikus toddles over to Roy's recharging dock.
Tikus is 6. He doesn't really toddle.
Tikus developed very quickly in some ways and less so in other ways.
Yeah, very bad hips. They've not really grown in.
Yeah. He's
He's still using his extra arms for mobility.
Yeah. What's the point in having extra arms if you can't use them to run like a six-legged panther?
That what?
Yeah.
That. Never mind.
Tikus mooches over
Yeah.
to where Roy is, and
Oh, some wee criff's put a restraining bolt on him. We can't have that. Restraining bolts are for bad droids and poodoo heads.
You're not supposed to say those words.
I know. That's why I say 'em.
and then I'm going to reach up and I'm going to take the restraining bolt off Roy.
Okay, can I have a gadget roll, please?
So, that is
That's
13.
So 2 successes. Well, that one explodes, so you can roll that one again.
that's a 6 on my special die.
Yes. So 17. So not quite 3 successes, but that's enough to pop the restraining bolt off.
Oh, thanks for that.
Roy, you're very aware that whilst you can now move, the protocols are only halfway downloaded. It might be worth finishing them off, because, well, I'll just say bad things may happen.
You can pause the download.
What's the worst that could happen?
Just hit cancel on the wizard.
What's the worst that could happen?
Hi, kids. How you doing? Hey, Bar. Hey, Bar. Hey, buddy. Oh, pal. Oh, boy. How you doing?
Right, it's playtime. Are you ready to come and play?
Is this your droid?
This is, yeah, Roy. I mean, I know that you met them briefly when you made the cake go splat, but these are my friends. This is Risic, and this is Drenzo. Drenzo has a bucket head, and Risic is a hiss.
It's a helmet, not a bucket.
I'm a Trandoshan.
I can't say it, so you're a hiss.
But that's not what I am.
That's mean.
Hello, biological dependent 1. Hello, biological dependent 2.
Hi, Roy.
Hi.
Hi, droid.
Hi. I like your bucket.
Not a bucket. It's a helmet.
Okay.
We need to go play now. Are you coming?
Shouldn't we leave the droid here? Your dad was doing stuff.
Yeah, he's finished though, hasn't he? You can tell because he's gone away.
Playtime.
I disconnect Roy from the.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Happy birthday. Yeah, playtime.
I think your droid's broke.
Roy doesn't seem well.
Oh, he'll be fine. Sometimes he just needs to have a snooze, but not yet. That's why he's been in there. Are you ready to play, Roy?
Absolutely.
Tikus beams a grin, and his wattle bag inflates.
Roy, there's a number of junk files still on you, and you have a lot of really weird programs in here. Really, really strange.
You never know what you're going to have to deal with as a parental guidance thing.
And you've also got the half of how to deal with a 6-year-old, half of how to deal with a 5-year-old, and then just a load of random stuff that you didn't have before.
Playtime is still the most important time.
Yeah, that's what both of your files, the important files, say.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry if I upset you by calling you a hiss. I didn't mean to be mean. You are my friend and a Trandoshan.
That's okay.
That works really well. We've been learning about differences in school and how to approach differences without being rude or inconsiderate.
I'm not a very fast learner, but I'm trying my best.
We know.
Still a bucket. Right, let's go play.
Now, bar. It's his bucket, but it's important culturally to the Mandalorian. Mandalorians have a great need for their physical force to be seen externally. So, that helmet is kind of like your speeder. Your favorite thing. How would you like it if I called you a spitter? Your little trick.
If it's a stick.
A stick.
Yeah.
Oh, that made me really sad.
And friends don't make friends sad now, do they?
No, I'm sorry. It's no a bucket. It's a mighty war helm.
Thank you, Tikus.
I reckon, actually, we've got enough bits here that I could probably make it like a real one, with like, so you can see properly through it, and so that if you get zapped in the head, it just makes you quah, and so you can like watch all of the shows through the eye holes. And it's not just because I'm going to get a data slate and some tape and tape it to the front. It's going to be like that, but you can still see without having to take it off.
Ooh.
But for now, I've just got this tape and a data slate. It'll do for the moment. I'll put the camera on.
Tikus, there is actually a data slate just on the work surface, just next to where Roy is.
I don't think we're supposed to do that. Won't your dad be angry?
No, it's not his data slate.
It is.
But whose is it then?
Oh, they're not here. So they can't really care that much. And Dad said that it's important to make use of the things that we find, things that everyone else leaves behind.
But not if they belong to other people.
Let me have a look and see if it's anybody's. Oh, you've got a name on it.
It says Roy download, and next to it, there's a file that says map to the Inferno.
Oh, it's Dad's, but he's got a wee map to a magical place on. Roy, come over here a minute, mate.
Okay.
Gadget roll, please.
I'm certain nothing bad's gonna come of this one. That is 8.
That's a success. Roy, the remainder of your 6-year-old download starts coming through. Apparently, all manner of things you were thought appropriate just a moment ago are not. Who knew? That comes through nice and clear, and then another file keeps coming through. It's a large file. It's a map of just around Red Yes. It's not something that Mr. Barr has made, but it's from another droid. Every so often, Barr's Bespoke Blasters takes in droids for overhauls and everything like that, and it looks like another droid has come in, had a couple of files backed up, and then left. You're not sure why. This droid is called CH35TR.
Is there any idea about what kind of droid this was?
It looks like all the hallmarks of a protocol droid.
Oh.
But this is a map to secret treasure.
Ding, 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 ding. Lovely. So now I've got a map from an old protocol droid.
It's not too far away as well. Looks like it's just to the north of the city.
Roy sits quite still for a moment, and then his head jerks a little, but not distressingly so. It's more like someone trying to remember something. Just a couple of gestures, and you're
Ready, yes. Detail. Loading. Homework Project 1. Exploring the local area. Understanding your roots. Craft and design. 3D technology. AI.
Is Roy alright?
I don't think so.
No, Roy,
Yeah.
we're not doing homework. It's my birthday.
Oh, yeah, but. Scavenger hunt. Birthday presents.
Adventure!
Adventure! Scavenger hunt's a proper birthday present. That must be my dad's secret gift. Let's go!
I need to ask my mum.
It'll be fine.
No, because your mum said you can come to my birthday party, and this is part of my birthday party, therefore it's fine.
Yeah,
She said I'm not supposed to go without adult supervision.
Roy's an adult. Look at him, he's so tall.
For a rundown on paperwork with the legal guardian.
That makes sense.
Technically correct. The best kind of correct.
You're a very advanced 6-year-old. Are you sure you've not got a data slate already taped to part of it?
No.
Okay.
There is a slight glow from inside the helmet.
I understand
Okay,
it now.
glass.
Seriously, look at Boba Fett's helmet. It's got a Google Glass strapped to the side.
So, have we all got catapults?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have many things.
Have we all got our wrist darts?
Yes.
have we all got our selection of oils, unguents, and inhalers?
I have my big bag of medication.
And I need a wrench,
And I toddle
Why
over.
do you need a wrench?
because I might need to build a thing.
That makes sense.
I go and get the biggest wrench I can feasibly carry. And I put
You're
it...
going to be fixing big things.
It's important that you have a big one, because I have the biggest...
Oh, let's change the subject quickly. Let's change the subject quickly. Let's change the subject quickly. What kind of colors can you see? There's blue and silver and a red and a green and a yellow and a purple and things I haven't seen. And the sky is a blue and the grass is a green. No, it ain't, because we live in Santa Bar.
Yep.
Yay!
Yep. Roy seems fine.
The players, however,
Adam is broken.
Roy's just quickly going through some protocols for 6-year-old, and he can see, extending the home territories and broadening that safe zone, understanding. Oh, camping! I'm allowed to take him out camping unsupervised now. So all of this is going into a perfect situation of party games, treasure map, treasure is presence. This makes perfect sense. This is clearly what you do at 6 years old. This must be like a rite of passage. So we're gonna be prepared. So we're gonna go and do things that 6-year-olds do.
Drenzo is going to look for torches and like a lighter and things that he could like make a fire with.
Yeah, everybody find one toy that you want to take with you. Everybody find something that excites you that we can learn about. And don't forget to pack some juice boxes.
Yeah, juice boxes!
Drenzo?
Yes.
Yep, there's plenty of different things on here. Right next to where Tikus got the hydro wrench from, there's a handheld, essentially welding device.
Excellent.
It is. You're probably not allowed to take it.
Ooh. Drenzo puts it in his holster that previously had a little water pistol in it.
Okay.
Rishik is going hunting for, food. And by food, I mean crisps, cake, sweets, and, going to put them in the bag with my juice boxes, put them in the bag with the, the Sudocrem and the baby aspirin.
Can I just check that in amongst all this, you do have a couple of healthy servings of the equivalent of fruit or vegetables? Space fruit and vegetables.
Yes, I do have my space fruit and veg, and, also quite possibly some meat, because I have to have my 5 portions of meat a day.
Well, Mr. Barr's got a mini fridge in here, and there's plenty of drinks in there to take, and crisps, and sweets, and chocolate. It looks like he burns the night oil and spends a lot of time in here with snacking food, so you can basically fill your bag.
I'm going to take some. I'm not going to take all of it because it's important to share.
Very responsible. Very responsible.
As has been established throughout Shadows of the Jedi, our second season of the Force Majeure podcast, Tikus has numbers of bulging pockets filled with things. In his little proto-dungarees, he also has bulging pockets filled with things, some of which are juice boxes, some of which are random screws and wires and bits of things. He's going to fill his pockets with useful bits of crap. Just stuff and a juice box.
There's wires on the table, there's different screws and bolts and things like that. Oh, there's a thing here that when you press this button it goes ping.
Oh, I'm getting that.
Yeah. You're not sure what it does, but it definitely goes ping. And if you press it again, it goes ping again. It's possibly the best thing you've ever had. Apart from Roy, obviously. But Roy can't go ping.
Not yet. I need to install a ping maker on him.
Well, how can I put this? Roy's programming is pretty open right now.
No, because you don't do that to your friends. You don't make friends go ping. Oh, you know what?
So, the Inferno. It's to the north, just outside the city. It might be a fair walk.
It sounds safe.
Warm.
Has everybody been to the bathroom?
Yes.
Yes.
Roy gets down a little lower and looks at Buckethead.
Now, are you sure you've been to the bathroom? Because I don't want to have to turn these legs around.
Drenzo stomps his feet. Yes, I've been to the bathroom.
Are you sure?
This morning.
Alright, everybody, 5 minutes for bathroom break, and then we're gonna go find a secret present, because we broke a code and we found a map left by your dad.
Oh, but that's the best.
Success.
I like hunting.
And we're hunting for treasure.
It's a bounty hunt.
Drenzo goes charging off.
He's definitely going to the toilet now.
Does Drenzo come back?
Eventually.
Righto. About 5 minutes later, you're all freshed.
How much work do our little hover trikes need to be working?
Well, yours is working fine.
But I mean, for everyone, well, for Risic and Drenzo's.
They'll probably fly.
I'm gonna just poke him and make sure so that we can ride out and follow Roy.
Yeah.
Because Roy's Lego much bigger than ours.
We'll have a gadget roll then, please.
13.
Well, that's done really well. You won't want to travel on them for a long time, but they'll be fine to get you just around the city. In fact, while you're doing that, Risic, can I have a seek roll, please?
Yes. Oh, and that's exploded as well. So that is 14 on the thing, and that's 16.
So you're looking around for crisps and snacks and everything like that, and you found the fridge. Right next to the fridge, there's a box. And in the box, unlike all of the other crates you see, which are broken bits of droids, wires and things like that, there is an intact device. It's a blaster pistol. Nobody else, unless... How much did you roll, by the way?
16.
Yeah, if anybody else wants to notice that this is happening, they will need to roll more than a 16 on their seek. Okay, nobody else has noticed.
Risic opens the box.
Mm-hmm.
Her big, bulgy orange eyes seem to bulge out even more. There seems to be a moment of doubt before she closes the box and puts it back where she found it. Mum doesn't like me touching proper blasters. Not yet. I'm not old enough.
Well done. You get speeders. The speeder trikes are a little bit wider, a little bit lower to the ground, less top speed than a speeder bike. In fact, they go about 5 miles an hour.
It's still faster than we can walk.
It
though.
is still faster than you can walk. In fact, on the back of yours, there's enough space to put a Roy.
Come on, let's go.
Alright, everybody packed?
Yes.
Second star to the right, straight on till we find what we're looking for.
Unbeknownst for everybody else, I am going to leave a very, while they were looking around, a very big note saying, "Dear Mr. Bar Dad Bar, we have found the super special secret treasure hunt map. This will be the best birthday ever, Roy."
Where are you putting it?
I'm just going to leave it on the work desk where I was plugged in, along next to the restraining bolt.
I'm sure he won't worry at all. You push the trikes out the back and through the back gate. Nobody else seems to really notice. The party's kind of winding down. There are a couple of kids complaining about tummy aches. There's somebody complaining about the one of the games they want to play, and somebody else complaining they should be playing it instead. And you push out into the streets of Red, yes. Which way, Roy?
I'm consulting the map.
The Inferno is to the north of the city.
Then I guess we go to the north of the city.
That's clearly what the map's supposed to say. That's clearly what we're supposed to do. We're going north, 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 north.
After we've travelled about 2 or 3 blocks, Tiger goes,
Oh, I need a wee now.
But you were told to go to the toilet before we left.
Aye, but I was making the bikes work. Just pull over here. I'll go behind this bin.
You're not supposed to go behind the bin. There could be things hiding behind there.
Aye, and they'll be very sad.
We learned not to pee on things at year 2. We're good.
I don't think that Tikus has learned that yet.
Right. You wait around for Tikus.
I'm no long. I'm quite highly pressurised.
Was it a healthy calorie flow?
Yes. What's a healthy colour?
Purple?
Aye, it was then. I have drank a lot of snoozleberry juice.
That'll do it. Oh, name me a spaceship, a spaceship, a spaceship. Name me a spaceship that we might see. Name me a spaceship, a spaceship, a spaceship. See if we can steal one too.
Steve?
Nope. Steve, what?
Roy is fine. You carry on north through the white buildings. They're quite low buildings, but they're stained slightly with blue because the sand around Red Yes is blue. Why it's called Red Yes, you've got no idea.
It doesn't seem to make sense.
It does not seem to make sense.
Maybe it's one of those grown-up things that makes sense when you're old enough and your wattle's dropped and you got your crest in.
He doesn't have a wattle.
Or a crest?
Oh,
That's why he wears a bucket.
It's a helmet!
oh, I'd wear one too if I didn't have a crest to show off or a wattle to grow into.
I had a bigger bucket.
I've got a very large head. It's because of the crest and the wattle. I have to have my wattle bones because they help it inflate so that I can swim underwater and go like a massive wee froggy. I saw a froggy once. It had wings. It had wings and a long tongue and 9 eyes. I think it was 9 anyway. I couldn't count so well when I saw the wee froggy. But it leaped around and it ate a moth. And by a moth, I mean one of those, like, they're feathered and they've got, like 9 wings. I think it's 9. I couldn't count very well back when I saw the
Tikus, is 9 the only number you know?
No, I know 6 as well, because I am one.
Are you sure it wasn't, a moth like the imperial moths? Was it bouncing against the light?
Like a grand moth. Well, Mum did call it a tarkin.
I think that's a rude word.
Does it have fluffy feet?
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
Happens to the best of us.
You carry on through Red Yes. The buildings are becoming more and more sparse now. There's not really a wall to Red Yes. It kind of just peters out. And just as you get to a point where there's more sand than there is buildings, you notice ahead of you 3 other people on trikes.
It's the little shattered oath boys.
Oh, we hate those guys, right?
Oh, they're really mean.
They made fun of my bucket.
And that one looks like
Helmet.
a right.
Thank you.
Hey, and that one looks like a right tarkin.
You shouldn't say bad things about people.
But he is one though.
I know, but then he'll hit us.
I'm not afraid of him. I've got Roy.
Roy looks very proud here.
They're a couple of years older than you.
Oh, bigger boys.
Adam, the leader of this gang is called Markon. Can you describe him for me?
Markin is a Deveronian. But like all infant Deveronian, I say infant, he's probably coming into his early teens, he's got that growth spurt, he's got a little bit of a patchy beard coming in, he smokes death sticks that he's found in the gutter, or what he thinks are death sticks, but are actually just ground up herbs. Being a young Deveronian, his head is disproportionately large for the rest of his body. He's got his horns grown up, but he's quite spindly and thin. And he carries with him what he thinks is an extremely intimidating weapon, which is a small brick on the end of a chain that he calls a naughty wiser. It's quite handy, but it ain't that impressive.
He stands forward a little bit with his brick on a chain, swinging it slightly. In a way that he seems is quite menacing. Tikus, he says. You know that's not his real voice. He's putting it on. And also the death sticks don't help. Foolish of you to come riding into my neighbourhood. I mean, he's only 8. What the hell's wrong with his voice? Give me the droid, and maybe you'll walk out of here.
Roy looks behind him in case there's a droid that he hasn't seen.
I'm not afraid of you. The only droid you're getting is the one that you find in a bin when you're looking for your favourite shoes. You bin shoe man.
2 out of 10 must try better.
Oh.
It looks like They aren't happy with that excellent quip. Markham steps forward. It's going to be your teeth, Tikus.
No, because I don't have teeth. I have a bony ridge. And you can't take my bony ridge. I use that for grinding corn and potatoes.
Potatoes.
You don't even know what a teeth is. You just got snappy bits. You snappy bitted, stupid mouth face head man. You got horns, and I think that sometimes when you get up a bit too quickly, you might catch them on the roof, and that makes you feel foolish and exposes your inner weakness that you then take out on other people.
Could you roll me an inspire?
No.
Give it a go. That's a 6. It explodes. Keep going. He's got 2 6s. He's only rolling 1 dice. He's got 3 6s.
Well, it is his birthday.
He's got 4 6s.
Is that dice loaded?
Statistically improbable.
And a 5.
That is 4 successes on 1 dice. That's incredible. Markham steps back. He's not expecting this tirade of utter nonsense, but when you talk about him getting his horns caught when he stands up, that cuts him to the core. You hit the nail right on the head. Obviously he has problems with these horns. They're huge and massive and stupid.
Yeah, I understand that can sometimes manifest.
Tikus looks at Roy to make sure he's chosen the right word.
Manifest in aggression, but there's no need to take that out on all of us and other people when you could instead maybe draw a picture with a pen.
We're losing it.
Markham is crying right now.
In his distraction, Trenza has got out of his backpack what is essentially like a large drinks bottle that's hooked up to a pump. Which is obviously his backpack rocket. Pump, 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 fire towards them.
Okay.
See,
Rob is going first, but I'd like everybody to roll initiative.
Rishik had a different plan. Rishik had got out chocolate, but everything seems to have gone wrong.
Nobody told me no disintegrations.
Everybody roll the go first dice.
I require a go first dice.
And it's the highest number goes first. You don't need to roll because you go first anyway.
Tikus got a 43.
Roy got an 11.
Rishik got a 10.
Okay, so it's going around the table that way. That's nice and easy, isn't it? Could you make a shoot, I believe, is the best roll to do on this.
Ooh, that's not good.
Did you roll 3 ones?
A 3 and 2 ones.
Okay.
So close.
Close.
Well, it's not a failure because you didn't get a 1 on the bad dice. But it looks like you're still pumping. Okay. Tikus. Narcon takes a swing for you, but his eyes are completely filled. He goes, "Get him, boys!" he says, but you get to act.
Tikus doesn't realise that Drenzo is pumping a bottle rocket to fire at these people. Doesn't realise that Markham is trying to throw a punch. He thinks he's had a breakthrough. So Tikus steps forward and wraps him in a big 4-armed hug.
Oh.
He might be a little bit rough though.
Yeah, I think a break, because that shows how strong you are. If you do a break roll. That's 2 successes there.
The power of love, a 4-handed hug, squeezing my soul.
You definitely hear that music as it goes on. You grab him in your 4 arms. He's a bit spiky. He is. But you hold on
He's got
tight.
massive horns.
Get off me! He goes. Roy?
It's okay to cry.
Roy?
To be honest, a lot is happening at once for Roy. And even though I have some great computing power,
Too many tabs open.
I am not technically directly involved with the raising of the 2 other organics here. But I am super impressed at the rocket launch.
It's not gone yet.
So, apart from very quickly passing a well done sticker to the Mandalorian with a 9 out of 10 most impressive written on it.
Yes! Sticking it on his bucket?
No, it's going on the rocket.
Oh, right.
It's going on the rocket. I'm impressed with that. I'm like,
Really good job there.
we're going to just move in and keep an eye on Bar and hope no one noticed the gun arm possibly twitching at the side.
Okay. And Rissik, what are you doing?
Things escalated quickly. Rissik is going to take the chocolate that she was holding and duck and cover. Things are about to get ugly. Mum said I'm not supposed to get into fights.
Across from you, one of Marcon's goons looks at you, and for a moment there's a connection. And they go and duck and cover as well.
We have an accord.
I thought I was the only Millhouse. This is what it sounds like when doves cry.
The other of his goons isn't having any of it, and he leaps on Tikus.
Oh no!
He gets one success swinging a punch at you. Could you roll me your health defense? So it's all of your health dice, and tell me how many sixes you get.
Do I roll the wild dice as part of this?
Yes, you do.
A single 6, but it is on the wild dice.
No, that's fine. That's all you needed. You don't need to roll anything else. He swings at you, and you can definitely hear somebody has punched you on the back of the head. But you're fine. You're fine. You've got like ridges back there. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. Back to Drenzo.
Furiously pumping at the rocket.
Okay. You get a +2.
My dice are dreadful, but it is 9.
Oh, that's enough for the rocket to go off. This is what happens. Okay. You're pumping furiously. Roy, the droid, comes over and sticks something on the rocket, and it starts to shake. It's probably not balanced anymore.
Excellent.
It launches into the air. Not at everybody else, but into the air. It's amazing. It flies 50, 60 feet into the air. And you can't help but experience its majesty as it gets to its arc and then starts coming back down.
If that lands on someone, that's going to hurt.
Tikus.
The GM just smiled as he rolled that dice, and then the anticipation and joy creeping into his voice.
Could you please roll me your health stat again? Tell me how many sixes you get.
None.
There is a crack as you take a health from your health stat, as a big piece of plastic bops you on the side of the face. You've no idea where it came from. No idea where it came from.
The sky's falling.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm hugging Markin, and then this other one's just throwing a punch at me.
Yep.
That's when he's bopped on my head.
Yep.
So I'm going to continue holding Markin with 2 of my arms because
Yep.
he needs to hug it out.
Yep.
And then wildly flail at the person on my back.
Okay. Roll you wildly flailing, please, as a break. That's one success. Yep. Okay. Unfortunately, they step deftly out of the way, and Markin is screaming, "Get off me! Get off me!"
Hug it out. You'll feel better.
He's trying to escape.
I'll let him go then.
He slips out from you, and they start running down the street. They were not expecting this amount of aggression from children 2 years younger than them.
What amount of aggression? I'm being affectionate.
Drenzo has impulse control issues.
Just across from you, Rissik, there is a Shattered Oath gang member. He's hiding behind a bin, and he hasn't noticed that his 2 other compatriots have started running away.
Rissik makes furious hand gestures, with the big claws at him. Go! Run away before they see you.
Can I have an inspire, please?
Oh, no. I am not good at this.
He sees you waving claws at him in a helpful manner.
Big lizardy way.
Yeah. Frowns, misconstrues exactly what you're doing, stands up and starts walking towards you. In standing up, realises that suddenly he's alone. And then starts running.
Run, Millhouse, go! Be free!
He says as they jump back on their trikes and away they go.
Roy's standing there. He picks up a small rock and is going, is it sticks and stones that hurt your bones and names will never harm you? Or is it don't throw rocks at the losers?
Could be either.
He takes a look at the kid that was jumping on Tikus's back.
Yeah.
Takes aim with a small pebble.
Righto.
And just a casual, no more than you'd do at a milk bottle.
Roll a shoot.
That's Roy hooks a rock as a child.
I have a shoot of 3.
Yep.
So that's a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So only 1 hit.
You roll the 6 again, don't you?
I do roll the 6 again. That's another 6, so that's 13. 14.
That's 2 successes.
Did you know you can skim rocks across sand?
That's no 6s in defence.
Oh god, I killed him.
The rock you pick up is a good weight. It's a good heft. It fits in your hand quite well. You've only got 2 flat fingers and a thumb, so you're not exactly very good at holding stuff. But this is a good size for your hand. It's compressed sandstone and blue sandstone. And you weigh it on your hand, you see him running, and you launch it. Poof. There is an explosion of blue powder as the child gets hit on the back of the head, the sandstone exploding. It can't have been that tightly packed. He staggers a few steps forward and falls face first in the sand.
I turn to Roy. They're no good to me dead.
What?
I read it in a comic. It sounded cool.
Oh, we should probably go quickly.
This is why you wear a helmet.
He says, pointing at the Mandalorian.
A few
Dink,
seconds.
dink.
A few seconds later, you hear
bonk,
crying from over there. He's alive!
He's alive.
You get back on the trikes?
That's what we do to bullies. We bully you.
Yeah! Renzo shakes his fist.
I think everybody's learned a valuable lesson today.
Everybody learn how to spell respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Big rock on the head.
You get back on the tracks and start heading north. Slowly, the city disappears behind you, and you head towards where the Inferno is on the map. Tikus, you know where you're going. This is on the way to that abandoned cantina, just outside town. You're not supposed to go there. It's dangerous.
It's an adventure is what it is. I don't tell anyone else though, because they'd only say no.
So you head up the hill outside Red Yes towards the Lighthouse Cantina. And that's where we'll end it today. Force Majeure Pod is played using the Force and Destiny game system by Fantasy Flight Games and Lucas Books. Tiny Tikus is played using a game I made up, and you can probably find that on the website by now. It's very simple. Our intro music for this season is Unholy Night by Kevin MacLeod, and our outro music is Suburban Outlaw by Forget the Way. Both used with gratitude and under the Creative Commons license. If you like the show, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Force Majeure Pod. We have a Ko-fi account at ko-fi.com/Force Majeure Pod. You can also find us on Patreon at patreon.com/Force Majeure Pod. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next